Introduction to Cybercrime. Cybercrime is one of those threats that people hear about every day, yet many still underestimate how close it really is. Every minute, someone somewhere loses money, personal data, or even their identity without any physical confrontation. No weapons, no break-ins, just a few clicks. What makes it even more alarming is that the person behind the attack could be thousands of miles away, completely anonymous and almost impossible to trace. This invisible and borderless nature of cybercrime is exactly why understanding it is so important. In this video, we're starting our cybercrime course with a simple question. What exactly is cybercrime, and why has it become such a powerful global threat? By the end of this lesson, you will understand what cybercrime means, how it emerged, what makes it different from traditional crime, the major ways it is classified, and why this knowledge matters to individuals, organizations, and entire nations. To begin with, cybercrime refers to any illegal activity that involves computers, digital devices, or networks. It could involve using a system as the target of the crime, as the tool to commit the crime, or as part of the larger criminal process. The Budapest Convention, the first international treaty on cybercrime, describes it as offenses against the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of data and systems. This definition covers a wide range of activities, including hacking, data manipulation, online fraud, child exploitation, and intellectual property violations. In other words, as long as the crime relies on digital systems, it falls under the umbrella of cybercrime. Cybercrime didn't start out as an organized, profit-driven activity. In the early days of computing, most misuse came from enthusiasts who were curious about how systems worked. They pushed boundaries, often without malicious intent. But when the internet expanded in the 1990s and became commercial and global, everything changed. The world became interconnected, and criminals quickly realized they could exploit this new environment. With the rise of mobile devices, cloud computing, social media, and digital payment systems, cybercrime evolved into a sophisticated and highly profitable global industry. Attackers could now operate anonymously, cross borders without moving physically, and reach millions of victims at once. This leads us to the unique nature of cybercrime. Unlike traditional crime, cybercrime happens in virtual spaces rather than physical locations. An attacker can be in one country while the victim is in another, which makes investigation and prosecution extremely challenging. Because criminals can hide behind encryption, VPNs, proxies, and the dark web, identifying them is often difficult. Cybercrime can also be automated, allowing a single attacker to launch widespread attacks in seconds. And as technology continues to grow, so do the techniques used to commit these crimes. This constantly evolving landscape makes cybercrime one of the most complex threats of our time. Understanding cybercrime also requires recognizing the different ways computers are involved in these offenses. Sometimes the computer itself is the target, such as when hackers break into systems or deploy malware. Other times, the computer serves as a tool, like in cases of phishing, online fraud, or identity theft. And in many cases, the device plays a supporting role, such as when criminals use digital platforms to coordinate illegal activities, or when digital evidence becomes crucial for investigations. These distinctions help us understand how broad and interconnected the world of cybercrime has become. Now more than ever, understanding cybercrime is essential. Individuals need this knowledge to protect themselves from everyday threats like phishing, identity theft, and social engineering. Organizations depend on it to secure their systems, protect customer data, and maintain business continuity. Law enforcement agencies rely on it to investigate and prosecute offenders in an increasingly digital world. It also plays a vital role in shaping national policies and international cooperation, especially since cybercrime easily crosses borders and affects critical infrastructures, such as banking systems, healthcare facilities, government networks, and communication systems. In summary, cybercrime has become one of the defining challenges of the digital era. It is borderless, fast, anonymous, and constantly evolving. Having a strong grasp of what cybercrime is and how it works forms the foundation for building better defenses, adopting effective policies, and staying resilient in a world where almost every part of life is now connected. If you found this introduction helpful, keep following this course to learn more about the different types of cybercriminals and how they operate. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the upcoming lessons.